Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you part 2 of this replay between MiddleStudent and FairyTale. Warden now using that scroll town portal, able to escape, one footman getting taken down, but very nice play so far. And we have a Blood Mage as a second hero. So, don't know exactly what the strategy is. It may be the Mountain King mana battery strategy, where the Blood Mage just constantly gets a lot and lots of mana, and then siphon mana or give mana into that Mountain King. Mountain King enjoying plenty of mana. We may even see an Archmage as the third hero, as the Archmage will able to double up on that mana. So, or on that Brilliance Aura, giving the mana to that Blood Mage and to that Mountain King as well. So it should be a fairly interesting strategy. Mountain King not going to get to level 4. So level 4 Mountain King picking up another Gloves of Haste, should probably try to get another Gloves of Haste, so additional bashes. No, going to leave it on the Blood Mage instead. Back over here we have the Pandirium Brewmaster with this infamous Breath of Fire. So footmen are going to be very, very short-lived if that Pandirian Brewmaster ever gets to level 3 or level 5, as Breath of Fire known to simply destroy tightly packed melee units that have low hit points. Dryads getting caught there, as the Blood Mage may continue to do a little bit more. No, not going to do any additional creeping. And now in comes the Warden. Warden may get caught a little bit in the open field. How about the Pandirian Brewmaster? Pandirian Brewmaster getting caught midfield, and now Siphon mana, Breath of Fire, and that Pandirian Brewmaster getting nullified very nicely by that Blood Mage now trying to escape, very, very low on life, gonna get taken down very easily, but may be trading second two heroes as well. Mountain King waiting for that Storm Bolt, and getting a bash in, should be getting that Storm Bolt. There it goes, and then down goes the Pandirian Brewmaster, and along with the Warden trying to follow. Mountain King still having plenty of mana, still wants to do a little bit of chasing as well. And we have a Druid of the Claw. The Druid of the Claw should probably be focused down, or as the Druid of the Claw in Druid form only has 505 hit points. So that Mountain King with that 225 Stormbolt. Ooh, Staff of Teleportation. Will it get off in time? Down to 34 hit points, 36. Able to escape. So that Mountain King able to use that Staff of Teleportation very effectively throughout this match. I'm going to go ahead and use that Clarity Potion, probably buy Scroll of Healing, go ahead and heal up rest of those footmen as well. One of the benefits of the human army, using those Scrolls of Healing, able to heal multiple footmen and continue to move around. Blood Mage has been resurrected most likely. I do not see a third hero just quite yet. Manual Health being picked up by that Blood Mage, and now we're going to see some more creeping. So nicely done so far by MiddleStudent. MiddleStudent able to continue to creep even this late in the game at the 13-minute mark. Warden now also getting some rejuvenation as well, so I do not see any Spellbreakers yet. No, we're going for Griffins. So MiddleStudent going for Griffins, and those bears are just going to be torn apart. Ring of Regeneration left behind, most likely going to be sold, as most human players, or most players, like to just sell that for the 200 gold. Personally, I like to see a Ring of Regeneration on a Paladin, as the Paladin is able to heal up fairly quickly with that Ring of Regeneration and Divine Shield, but that's a personal note anyways. Oh, bears not liking their huntress friend, wanting to stay within the low upkeep, and just slashing their own huntress pal. So now FairyTale sitting at 50 over 60 food in low upkeep, or no upkeep, while MiddleStudent sitting at 71 over 84 in low upkeep. Shadow Strike onto a Griffin Rider and Siphon mana, but that the Warden was able to escape. So wow, in comes the Militia. So we're gonna have a Militia push onto the main expansion of FairyTale. There's only one expansion here, you gotta remember. So this game may turn out to be a game of resources. A Knight coming in, Bears coming in, and now we have Ivory Towers coming in as well. So Blood Mage trying to escape away, and now those Griffins really need to focus down some of those bears. Just try to take down some of those bears. Knight Drunken Haze, followed with the Breath of Fire. Mortar teams dealing some damage towards the Ancient of Wars. But yeah, those bears just focusing down, or focusing the mortar teams as well. So both sides taking heavy losses. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the unit bar so you can see what's happening just a little bit, as that one Hippogriff is now joining in on this fight as well. More Griffins are in the air and trying to offer high DPS, trying to take down some of those bears, but don't understand why they're not why they're not able to take down any of those Oh, nice banish on himself for coming in from that Blood Mage in order to stay alive. And now all we have is a couple these towers and these peasants who will get torn apart by these bears. And yeah, level 5 on the Warden and almost level 3 on that Pandurian Brewmaster. However, a second push coming in from this Blood Mage, and now taking down one of those units again, and things are not looking good. We're going to have Griffins and a Dragonhawk versus a couple of Hippogriffs, a nice Banish and Bolt, so that Warden losing a lot of that mana, going to be forced to pull away, continuing to fight, and that Pandurian Brewmaster may get stuck there, as the Griffins trying to focus down that Pandurian Brewmaster getting to level 3s, turns around, gets a Breath of Fire off, bolting down one of those Hippogriffs, and that, oh, Shadow Strike, Bolt, Shadow Strike, or Blink Shadow Strike in order to take down one of those units, and then very nicely done. Mountain King sitting at level 4, that level 3 Shadow Strike, and bringing to the end of that level 3 Blood Mage. Blood Mage now being resurrected. We have MiddleStudent sitting at 50 over 84. And the longer this game goes, the better position that FairyTale is going to be, since FairyTale is currently sitting in, well, now he is finally going into low upkeep. So if this game becomes a game of resources, whoever stays in no upkeep longer should have more units in the end, just because as long as they're microed well, they're ultimately going to get more and more gold. 20 gold 20 gold instead of 14 gold coming in from those 2 gold mines. Back over here we have the Pandurian Brewmaster now getting rejuvenated, seeing that level 3 needs to get some extra mana as well, and now taking down one of those wisps, the scouting wisps coming in from the Night Elf player. So FairyTale now seen at 59 over 60, producing some additional Moonwells to not get supply lock. So he wants to stay in low upkeep as this Mountain King, trying to get to level 5. It really needs to get to level 5 in order to try to even out this attack. Mountain King now sitting at level 5 should be able to pick up the Claws of Attack plus 6 as these air units just going around sniping some of these wisps. In come Dryads, so Dryads coming in, and now we're going to have some Hippogriffs. Hippogriffs do not want to do an engagement, but we have the Warden sitting over here with the potion of invisibility, anti-magic shell, fan of knives, and going to be able to take down all 5 of these peasants fairly easily. In comes a Mountain King. Mountain King unable to get a bolt off on that anti-magic potion. Now level 6 on the Warden. So we're going to have Avatar of Vengeance come in, and things are not looking good. Now finally taking some feedback damage from that Arcane Tower, but the damage has been done. That Warden taking down close to, I believe, 10 to 12 peasants. Now those peasants are fairly easily reproduced. It's not the same as losing 12 peasants or 12 workers in StarCraft 2, but still heavy losses. But now a very large air army with no upgrades in sight. So even with the Blacksmith not getting any upgrades right now, so it looks as though it's just going to be 0 upgrades for that air army. A little surprised by that, as when you're going to invest so heavily into an air army, you want to start getting some of those upgrades. Now Ancient of Wind taken down by the piercing damage of these Dragonhawk Riders, and does not look like we're going to see any additional units coming in. We have some Hippogriffs coming in, and now in comes a fight. One Hippogriff getting taken down so easily. More Hippogriffs running headlong into the shackles of those Dragonhawk Riders, and Griffins now coming in as well. One bear getting taken down very easily. Hippogriffs trying to focus down. Anti-magic potion on that Warden. Warden has not dropped an Avatar of Vengeance for some strange reason. Oh, there it is. Avatar of Vengeance hiding underneath one of those Griffins. And still units fighting back and forth. Pandurian Brewmaster taken down at level 3 as the Blood Mage continues to siphon the mana out of that Warden. That Warden unable to get any additional Shadow Strikes off, and that Mountain King with that Ring of Regeneration now and 2 Gloves of Haste, so able to get in some additional bashes. But the Avatar with those Spirit of Vengeances dealing 17 to 21 damage and taking their fair share on the air army. We have a Banish here. Banish may get taken down by the avatars of Avatar Vengeance. No, Dragonhawk Rider slowly moving away instead. I'm going to go ahead and try to heal back up. So far nicely done by the human player. Human trying to stay in this. Does now have a Staff of Sanctuary. Should probably start using it unless it's on cooldown. No, it's not on cooldown. Should start trying to Staff of Sanctuary these low hit point Dragonhawk Riders. Dragonhawk Riders the key in this fight so far, and now in comes the Spirit of Vengeance. The Spirit of Vengeances are immortal or are invulnerable, because as long as the Avatar of Vengeance is alive, then the Spirit of Vengeance is alive. So if the Avatar of Vengeance is able to find some corpses on the ground, we can go ahead and just send the Spirit of Vengeances and just do some major harassment and just try to annoy this human player. Human player now moving out with these Dragonhawk Riders, and unable to catch this Warden. So Warden now moving around the map, sitting at level 6, almost level 7, gonna try to do the same exact trick and try to take down the gold mine here. Stay tuned for part 3 of this replay between MiddleStudent and FairyTale here on Echo Isle.